Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you now straight from the headquarters of the Topkats Pride, is presented the unusual but factual and oftentimes controversial Wow News, featuring various international reports that will inform you and keep you in the know while you're on the go. And now, your Wow News reporter, Cue Pate. This is Otis Cue Pate from the Topkats Pride, and I wanted to bring this article to you from Forbes.com, and it's from April 29th, 2012. This article has 426,390 views as of today, which is June 12th, 2016, and it says, Obama's plan to seize control of our economy and our lives. And you can see it's from Jim Powell. He's the contributor of this article. President Obama has made clear that he's determined to continue pushing his progressive agenda, regardless of constitutional limitations on his power. His aims to have his way have been issuing more and more executive orders. The most ominous sign of possible things to come appeared on March 16, 2012, when President Obama signed Executive Order 13603 about national defense resources preparedness. This 10-page document is a blueprint for a federal takeover of the economy that would dwarf the looming Obamacare takeover of the health insurance business. Specifically, Obama's plan involves seizing control of all commodities and products that are capable of being ingested by either human beings or animals, all forms of energy, all forms of civil transportation, all usable water from all sources, health resources, drugs, biological products, medical devices, materials, facilities, health supplies, services, and equipment, forced labor, and in parentheses, or induction, as the executive order delicately refers to military conscription. Moreover, federal officials would issue regulations to prioritize and allocate resources. Each government bureaucracy shall act as necessary and appropriate. To be sure, much of this language has appeared in national security executive orders that previous presidents have issued periodically since the beginning of the Cold War. But more than previous national security executive orders, Obama's 13603 seems to describe a potentially totalitarian regime obsessed with control over everything. Obama's executive order makes no effort to justify the destruction of liberty, no effort to explain how amassing totalitarian control would enable government to deal effectively with cyber sabotage, suicide bombings, chemical warfare, nuclear missiles, or other possible threats. It's quite likely there would be greater difficulty responding to threats, since totalitarian regimes suffer from economic chaos, colossal waste, massive corruption, and bureaucratic infighting that are inevitable consequences of extreme centralization. Such problems plague fascist Italy, Nazi Germany, the Soviet Union, Communist China, and other regimes. Totalitarian control would probably trigger resistance movements and underground networks like those that developed in Western Europe during the Nazi occupation. Totalitarian control could provoke more political turmoil than there was in the Vietnam War era of the 1960s. There would probably be more serious brain drain as talented people with critical skills escape to freedom, wherever that might be. Canada? There's nothing in Executive Order 13603 about upholding the Constitution or protecting civil liberties. Now, what I will do is leave the link to this outstanding article from Mr. Powell Jim Powell in the description box, and you can click on that as to go to this website and read this full article. It's 5 pages and it goes into depth. Again, this is in April 2012. So this legislation has already been passed and already been sitting in the incubator waiting to be used, if need be, by the president. So this is why I thought it necessary to deliver it to you. And I thought, well, I gotta let you know about it. My name is Otis Cue Pate. Thank you for joining me.